once luscious planet of Decapod 10 on the outskirts of the... what was it called?
Combat-based Death Skull.
Yes, combat-based Death Skull, which once had very impressive defensive armaments, but now they're nothing more than ruins. An important person, so to speak, this little green guy. He used to be a Raven-tier apothecary who was sent out into this battle zone to do research. He was infected with something and has turned into a blubbering mass of tentacles. Not really aware of his surroundings anymore. He's kind of a vegetable. This has made the Raven tiers come to the planet in order to retrieve him. And on the other side we have Typhus, who's interested in what has befallen this guy. And he wants to know how to reproduce it. I want it. Give it to me. So, we're fighting the Relic. It's Space Marines with Raven Guard chapter tactics versus the Death Guard. 1750 points. And we have this weird deployment, which is kind of like hammer and anvil, but we have the arrows feeding into it. That's why these guys are standing like an arrow.
Pointy hammer.
A pointy hammer, yeah. And Anders is just going to try to steal the initiative, because I won the roll-off. And he probably...
I'm gonna use one of my special nerdle dice.
Oh, weighted dice.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
That's a fail.
Yes, that gives me 2 turns. We're going to turn 1 for the Space Marines in this exciting battle. Who will retrieve the apothecary? Even though the Imperium had a great gun line and a juicy target right in front of them, they managed to fudge it. I managed to kill 6 Plague Marines with a total of 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lace cannons.
And some other stuff.
And a lot of other stuff. The assault cannon of the Storm Talon was probably the most successful gun of them all. And the snipers who tried to fire at Tallyman missed all their shots. 5 shots. Nowhere near. And yeah, but my scouts managed to grab the relic and start to run away with him. Or it. Or whatever.
Leadership test.
Yes.
1 Plague Marine made it.
Yes.
Alive. I think I need like a 1.
Okay.
He's gonna run. He's gonna run.
And that gives me first blood.
That's true.
Okay, not completely unsuccessful. Moving into Chaos turn 1. See how they react to this affront. The Death Guard retaliates. And the Storm Talon is a burning wreck.
My Hellbrute and my Plague Marines blew it out of the sky.
Yes.
Oh,
Combined
yes.
fire.
Combined fire.
It was glorious.
That's all that happened.
Yes. But you have a lot of units in reserve.
Oh yeah. Still fairly effective though.
Yeah.
Congratulations to me. It's like the exact opposite of your shooting phase.
Yeah, I had a lot of shooting and did little, and you didn't have a lot of shooting, but you did a lot.
Yeah. Jesper didn't quite make it clear enough. his first shooting phase is the worst I've ever seen in any game I've ever played. I've never seen anyone do worse in the first shooting phase.
Yeah, it wasn't glorious. Quite the opposite. But now we move on to Imperium turn 2 and hopefully a more successful shooting phase.
Yay!
Maybe. Round 2 of the Raven Tears is over and they have been more successful this turn. Kind of.
They couldn't be less than last round.
No, that's true. They managed to take a couple of wounds, 4 wounds of the Blight Drone. This guy is invisible to me because he stands behind the building. And the Storm Raven managed to take out the Demon Prince. And then the Predator tank, in all its glory, killed 4 plague zombies.
Impressive.
That's most impressive. But those guys are alright. And that's what happened. I didn't get any points because the Demon Prince wasn't the warlord. Typhus is the warlord. And he isn't even on the field yet.
Typhus Traveler.
Yes, he might arrive next turn. Maybe. Let's see. We go into the Heretical Death Guard, turn 2. We are at the end of Death Guard, round 2. And the reinforcements have appeared. It's obvious that Typhus set a trap because a lot of Terminators appeared here and Typhus and his Death Shroud bodyguard appeared there.
The Ghostly Brotherhood.
The Ghostly Brotherhood.
Kind of pale, don't have a lot of color on them.
No, but lots of character. They did, however, fail to charge into combat, but they killed 2 scouts here. And the Plague Drone charged into combat. First he tried to kill the scouts with his Bane...
Plague Spewer Spurter.
Plague Spewer Spurter Spitter. But the
Plague Spitter!
Plague Spitter, yeah, okay. And the camo cloaks of the scouts saved them. But then he charged into combat and killed one of them. So you killed 3 scouts this turn.
Yes, I did. And the 3 wounds of
Yes.
this one. I held it.
Yeah, and 1 wound of the Venerable Dreadnought.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it. Now we go into turn 3 for the Imperium of Man. Glory to the Emperor! We are at the end of turn 3 for the Imperium of Man. The Storm Raven let its what's it called? Passengers disembark, and they ran this way, attacking the enemies in melee. The Magician, no, sorry, the Psyker, he stays there. He casts some spells, or used psychic powers. The Storm Raven then tried to kill the Dreadnought and failed. It has 1 wound left. The scouts got out of close combat and hid on the 3rd floor of this building. The Predator tank backed away and fired at Typhus's Death Shroud bodyguard and did nothing to them. These guys moved to the center and the lace cannons of the Devastators killed 1 Terminator. 4 Plague Marines were killed here, a bunch of Plague Zombies, and 1 wound off of Tallyman. 1 Terminator died in the charge, and 1 lost a wound from running on this dangerous ground. And that's it, I think. We are moving into round 3 for Chaos. The Relic has switched hands. The Nurgle Terminators charged ahead. The Ghostly Brotherhood.
The Ghostly Brotherhood.
Yeah, that's their name. Don't wear it out. have charged forward and killed all the scouts and taken the relic as the smoke thickens on the battlefield.
Ghostly vapors.
Ghostly vapors on the battlefield. The counting guy,
Tallyman.
Tallyman,
Tallyman of
he
Nordic.
who keeps the tally, has drawn back from combat, but still used his abilities to help his friends still stuck in. The Hellbrute shot down the Storm Raven with ease.
Yes.
Yes.
He didn't
He's-
even have to use his flamer.
No, he's very happy. Happy brute. The Ironclad managed to kill 2 Plague Marines, and they have a leadership of 8, so they can't flee.
1.
Oh,
Super brave.
super brave. The Plague Drone charged the Venerable Dreadnought and took it down to 1 wound. It hasn't hit back yet. You have to do that.
We have to...
Yeah. Something will probably not happen. And Typhus and his friends are hiding back there.
doing nothing.
Yeah. And we move into turn 4 for the Space Marines. And Chaos is winning right now. The battlefield has turned into a slaughterhouse. The Plague Zombies are gone. The Plague Marines are gone. The Tallyman is on his own. But he might get back from the Hellbrute. The Scouts managed to do something. They took a wound of a Terminator and killed him. The Lace Cannons managed to take a wound of a Terminator. Same one, incidentally. We are moving towards the end game, and it's not looking good for me, but I think I could pull this off. But Anders could also pull it off. Yeah. Exciting game. Let's move into Chaos turn 4. At the end of turn 4, the Ghostly Brotherhood managed to charge the Devastators and kill 2 of them. No, 3 of them. They killed the Sergeant in the shooting phase. Tallyman is legging it.
Oh, and the Hellbrute used Fire Frenzy to shoot the Terminators. But he caused 2 unsaved wounds. No, 2 wounds.
Yeah.
They were both saved. 5 plus.
Yeah. Terminator invulnerable save. Crux Terminatus for the Emperor. The Death Shroud are in reality on the bottom floor, but it's too much of a bother to put them there. So we pretend that they're on the bottom. Right underneath where they're standing. Typhus is standing where he is standing. You can see his scythe. And we're moving into turn 5, possibly the last turn. And Chaos is winning. We need to do something about this. The end of round 5 for the Space Marines. Maybe their last round this game. Not much happened. The Hellbrute was killed by a smite. The Terminators are line breaking. The Dreadnought tried to charge Tallyman but failed. The Predator tank tried to shoot the Death Shroud but failed. The Scouts tried to shoot at the Ghostly Brotherhood but failed. And yeah, I killed the Hellbrute and I'm line breaking. That's it. We're going into Death Guard, turn 5. Maybe the last turn of the game. Exciting things are happening. The Death Shroud come charging and one of them gets killed by a lace cannon shot in Overwatch. The Ghostly Brotherhood charge in, but they can't come all the way up because then they would drop the Relic. They can't do that. But they managed to kill the Devastator.
Just barely, though.
Yeah, just barely. Not for lack of trying to not. But they didn't engage the general. Taliban has continued running. And Typhus killed 2 of the scouts with Smite. And the game might end. And since I'm the first player, I need to roll. And on a 1 or 2, the game ends. 2. It ends! And it's a victory for Typhus and his friends. Yeah, Typhus didn't do a whole lot though. But he was there, he was the general, everybody did was on his order.
It was all his plan.
Yes. Congratulations on a great win. It was kind of a massacre, really. Lots of guys died.
Look at my casualty pile.
Yeah, that's your dead pile. That's a lot. I'm kind of happy with that. This is my dead pile. Can't see very well. The storm. Oh, and the Storm Talon. That's been there all game. Yeah. If I had had a better first turn, I think things would have looked different. Because then I wouldn't have to spend so much time killing these guys.
It's hard to recover from like the worst first turn ever when you're a fairly gun-line army facing a close combat army.
Yeah,
you kind of need that.
But it was fun though. Fun game and beautiful board. Thanks for watching.